Hey YouTube, what is going on? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's Joey again and I'm back, and today I'm going to be having a little bit of a discussion with you about your Nokta Makro Simplex. I have a lot of questions coming into me. People are asking me about this SP24 coil that I just purchased, and they have questions concerning, in comparisons to the 11-inch stock coil that you get. How does this coil perform? Is it worth the money? They're asking me questions such as, does it fight EMI better? Does it go deeper? Is it less? How are the VDI numbers? How much does it weigh? Just a bunch of questions. So I'm going to try my best to answer as many of those for you on this episode today. So stay tuned. Alright guys, just for general purposes, I'm going to go ahead and run an air test for you. I personally don't like air tests. They're done to death. They don't really tell you the true tale because, in the ground it's going to sound different. Your mineralization, your soil is going to make this sound different. So wherever you're at, your numbers may vary. But for air tests, just for a general comparison between the two coils, I'm going to do this in front of you right here. Now I'm going to wave these coins in front of the coil until I lose target ID. When even if I hear a noise, if I lose target ID, that's where I'm going to drop the coin, all right? And I got the Simplex lined up right next to here. So as soon as my target ID starts to drop, I'm going to go ahead and put the coin down. All right, so let's start off with a penny. Okay, 76, 77. I'm losing it at about 8. Let's go with the dime. 77 right there. Let's go with the nickel. I'm still hanging on to 31 at 9. I'm hanging on to 31 right there. Here goes a quarter. Target ID 90. I'm losing it right here at about 9. Here goes a Andrew Jackson $1 piece. I'm losing it right about here at about 9.5, 10. And then I've got a $1 silver piece, which is bringing 96. And I lost it right here at about 10. Okay, so this is what the 11-inch coil is giving me in the air. And like I said, in the ground, it's going to sound a little bit different. But just so you guys can see for yourself, this is how it lays out here. So it is going beyond 7. And it looks like between 7 and 11 in the air. Okay, got the SP24 hooked up now. Got the Simplex lined up right next to it. We're going to do the test again. And we're going to run through and see how these things fare with the same coin. So starting with the penny. Okay, I lose target ID right here at 6 inches. And then the dime. $77, I'm losing target ID right about there. The nickel, 31. Man, the Simplex hits hards on nickel. I'm still holding on to some signal right there. It's about where that ends. Quarter, 90. I'm holding. All right, I'm losing it right around 6. The Andrew Jackson dollar, 90. Okay, I still got target ID right about here. And I'm losing target ID here right around 6. And then the old silver dollar piece here, 96. And I've lost target ID there. So there it is, man. The answer to your question of VDI, yes, the VDIs are the same. I see no difference in the numbers. They look identical. But I do see a difference of about 2 inches, man. Okay, because the other numbers with the bigger 11-inch coil, it was between 7 and 9. And with this coil right here, I'm seeing everything right around 6 and 7. So I'm going to say this coil is about 2 inches shy of what the 11-inch can do. And that's to be expected. You know, the bigger the coil, the deeper it goes. But the whole reason for this coil here is to help you sort out, sort out the good targets in between trash and unwanted items. So, you know, it's a give and take situation there. You'll be able to find targets and separate better, but you're going to lose about 2 inches in depth, but the target ID numbers are the same. Hey guys, so I got the posted scale all set up to weigh these coils right now. So we're going to go ahead and grab the 11-inch coil. And there's no way that I can get an accurate reading on this unless I weigh it together with the cable. So I'm going to put it all together as one. And it looks like altogether you're looking at 16.2 on the 11-inch cable. And then we're going to come back with the 8-inch. 14.5. 16.2, 14.5. So you're looking at about 2 ounces of difference between the two, which doesn't seem like a whole heck of a lot when you're, you know, looking at it like this or holding it in your hand. But the fact of the matter is, when you got it at the end of that stick and you're swinging it around, you can feel it down on your wrist. So guys, no, we're looking at 2 ounces of difference between the two coil in weight. So what do you guys think? Side by side, 11-inch, 9-inch, 11-inch, 9-inch. Doesn't look too bad. You know, I mean, 2 ounce difference. I don't have a problem with the 11-inch coil down here, man. I actually like it. I think it's pretty awesome. It's the right size. It's not too big. It's not too small. I mean, I had no problem with this coil right here. I could swing it all day. It doesn't make me tired. So, you know, I'm happy with that. I just happened to be able to pick this thing up for 109 bucks. And I just wanted to see, you know, hey, how does it feel? How was the weight? You know, can it help me a little bit with EMI? And I can attest it does help with the EMI. It doesn't make it completely go away, but it does reduce it quite a bit. It's significant. You can tell the difference. I mean, with any bigger coil, the bigger the coil, the more EMI it can pick up. That's just to be expected with any detector. But yes, if your question is, does this eliminate some of the EMI? It is quieter for sure. And with the Simplex, I always change modes. I either go to Park 1. Park 2, it seems to be chatty no matter what I put on it. Park 1 is quiet. Field 1 is like the quietest for sure. But take a look next to it. This is the Vanquish. These are the coils that I have for the Vanquish. I have a 10-inch, and then I have the 8-inch. So here's the 9 and the 8. This is getting to be a little bit ridiculous for me right here on the 8. I don't really know if I'll ever use that. I've seen some of these guys use those little teeny 6s, man. They look like little hockey pucks, and it may seem cool, but once you get out there with that hockey puck, it starts to feel ridiculous after a while because you are having to swing that thing so much to try to cover ground, and it gets to be ridiculous. So to me, I like it, man. I like the idea of being able to have, you know, 10-inch, 8-inch, 9-inch, 11-inch. Man, this is the right size for me for detecting my local parks. If I was one of those guys that were out there on a farm, yeah, I'd want those big 15-inch coils, man, because I have an entire farm field to have to, you know, search through, man. This will take all day, every day for a whole year to try to get through. But with the parks that I have right here, man, I really do enjoy this 10-inch coil, man. 10-inch coil is a really good size. And I do enjoy this 9, man. So, I mean, I pretty much don't use these guys. I just throw them to the side. But if I'm using my Simplex, yeah, SP24 coil. I can't say enough about that. I do love this coil for sure. And when I'm rolling with my Vanquish, I stick with the 10. These guys right here, those are my deadly weapons. Alrighty guys, well that's my wrap up tonight of the SP24 coil. I hope I was able to get around to the majority of the questions that I've seen people asking of me concerning, whether this coil is worth buying. And to surmise everything, you've seen the test itself. You are giving up 2 inches in the ground as opposed to the air. About 6 inches you're going to max out with this coil right here. EMI, it is better. I'm able to run my sensitivity a little bit higher before I start to get the chat noise. The bigger coil is going to get chatty when there's EMI just simply because it's a bigger coil. But being that you have a smaller coil, that in itself is going to make your detector quieter. Target separation, yes, definitely better, because I've gone over the same parks with the 11 with this coil right here, and normally I cherry pick when I'm kind of like busy or I want to make a video really quick. I'll cherry pick the higher tones and try to grab all the quarters out of the ground. And I thought I had everything, and I came back with this here, found a few more that I had missed. So obviously, target separation is better with this as far as what I can tell. Weight, 2 ounces. That's not a big deal. Not really, not to me. It's really strange though, when you take a look at these 2 coils here, because you would definitely think, man, there would be some significant weight between the 2, but they're not. This one's like pretty light, and this one right here, it's kind of heavy. You can kind of feel the quality in it, man. Like, they got some chunkiness to it. So 2 ounce difference. At the end of your stick, you might feel it there. After, waving it around for a couple of hours, you could probably feel the difference, but not really. I just like the way it looks and feels, and I just think that it enhances that Simplex a lot better having this. So in my opinion, should you buy this coil for $109? Yes, absolutely. And if you guys have seen lately on eBay, they're actually, I think, Simplex is putting together a brand new package right now where they're giving you the wireless headphones and this coil. And I think I seen that thing for $279. Man, $279. That Simplex is a beast, man. It really is. I can't say nothing more about it, man. I have an Equinox, and I'm almost going to go out here on a limb, guys, and tell you that I could really get rid of all my other detectors and just keep the Equinox and keep the Simplex and say, you know what, high-low, I have all bases covered. There ain't no need for me to keep playing around with the Vanquish. There is no need for me to keep playing around with the Apex. For what? There's nothing that the Apex or the Vanquish is going to find that the Equinox can't. There's nothing that those 2 detectors are going to find that the Simplex can't. So one way or another, if I'm going out with 2 friends, hey, we got 2 detectors, man. Equinox for the high end, Simplex for the low or intermediate beginner user. And I think you can't go wrong with that. And combine this coil with the 11-inch coil that you're getting with the stock Simplex. I think it's a hell of a value, guys. So, hey, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you very much for sticking around, watching this video. I hope some of this information was valuable to you and helps you make a buying decision of whether you want to go out and get yourself a coil. And that's all I got for you guys. So until next time, thank you very much. Comment if you have anything to say or you need to know about. I will answer all the comments that you leave for me. And please give me a thumbs up on this and subscribe. It helps my channel grow, and I'm trying to get to 1,000. So hey, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you very much. You folks be well. We'll see you guys again, all right? Take it easy.